Jake Landers, music-wise, I've been singing since I was 5, 6 years old. I started playing guitar when I was about 9. Not good, but I get by. And I still hadn't progressed anything in that good category. But nonetheless, I used to sing in school. And then along the way, I went to work for Bill Monroe as a member of the Bluegrass Boys. I've been extremely fortunate, lucky, and blessed as far as the writing part is concerned. And I was the first song that I wrote, by the way, I've got framed at home. And it was about that little black-headed woman. Well, she was a little girl then, but we wound up married, and she's put up with me for 50-some-odd years. And the song that has been more to me financially than any other song, 2 of them, really. One of them was the first song I ever wrote. It's for the Country Gentleman out of Vienna, Virginia, and it's called The Secret of the Waterfall. And surprisingly, of all things, it's still played nowadays, and that was in 1971. And then the song that really did well was the song that started as bluegrass, and it wound up being in country and in semi-rock with the Kentucky Headhunters. It's called Walk Softly on This Heart of Mine. I always enjoyed the music that came out of Muscle Shoals. Even though I didn't play it, I was still familiar with it. I liked it. And I figure that good music is good music. The Country Gentleman, it started out being, and it wound up being the Dixie Gentleman. We were the first bluegrass group in this area, and probably to my knowledge, and one of the first in the state of Alabama. Bluegrass, at that point in time, was not very lucrative. It was expensive, I'll put it that way, to play it. You had to love it, and to some extent, you still had to love it. When we first started, if you could make $100 a band, you were doing pretty good. But then, things got kind of a little bit better as times went on. But even like Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys, this was in the late 50s and early 60s. But you could book them for whatever you could afford to pay them. But since then, bluegrass has gotten to be a pretty popular genre of music. And a lot of people that used to be country is in bluegrass now. Bluegrassers generally does not read tablature. Some of them does, the younger folks do, and that's good that they do, but a lot of them don't. And as a result, the older fella, or the older person, I should say, passed the licks on to the younger people, and they pass the words on to the younger people. And sometimes they write songs together. If you listen to the words, you can almost tell what era they came out of. So you can tell by listening to it. A lot of times you can tell by the melody, by the tune, so to speak. And tell what era that he came out of. So there.